Hey, running friends. Welcome to the Wrinkled Runner podcast. I'm Sherry, the Wrinkled Runner. I'm over 50 and I love to run wherever I go, but Buffalo, New York is my home. If you are looking to start to run or you're an older runner, this podcast is especially for you, so subscribe now. I love to help people get running and keep running.
So we are in the middle of January, and as we kick off into 2026, I am going to be sharing a little bit about what my running year is going to look like at least the first 6 months or so, and then also talk about some of the topics that we're going to be covering over this season, which is season 11, if you can believe that. So I just started marathon training today for the Buffalo Marathon. If you've listened to other podcasts, you know that I have had some hip issues, glute issues with running and had to defer the Buffalo Marathon from last year to this year. I was able to complete the Richmond Marathon back in November, and so I am just starting into Buffalo training. Today was my first long run, which was 11 miles. And because I live in Buffalo, I had to run 11 miles on the treadmill. It is 11 degrees outside with a -9 real feel, or what they used to call wind chill. And I was not going to run in that. And I got this treadmill for Christmas. It's a Nordic Track treadmill, and so it's really cool because you can like choose to follow other runners through other races, through the forest, through all these places around the world. And so it kind of keeps your mind off the fact that you're actually on a treadmill. Now you do have to pay for the subscription to iFit for that, but I decided that I really needed a treadmill. Last winter was terrible. A secondary reason why Buffalo Marathon was not going to happen was because I could not get the training in. So even if I was totally healthy, I would not be able to get that training in. It was just all ice all winter long. Even yak tracks weren't cutting it. And I was not going to be able to get out on the long runs. So this year for Christmas, I asked for this treadmill, and today was the longest run that I've done on it. I mean, I do prefer to be outside. I'm not going to, sing too many praises about the treadmill, but if you do have to get runs in the wintertime and having that as an option, it's better for my training. So I'm trying to get used to the learning curve that comes with doing something new. I haven't run on a treadmill probably since 2019, and so my body runs a little differently on it. So I've had to kind of ease into running on the treadmill again, but I got through the 11 miles and it was relatively okay. So I'm not going to complain. I'm able to run. In March is the Boston Run and Outdoor Show. So I'm going to be going there again. I am an ambassador for the Boston Run Show, and they've changed it now so where it is also an outdoor show. So whether it's running or fishing or camping, they've kind of combined it. So I go there, I help out, we give a lot of gifts and things before the doors open. There's always a lot of speakers. Last year, Des Linden was there. We went plogging with Tina Muir. There's just a lot to do, and it's super cool. This year, it's going to be outside of the city at a stadium, and I'm going to do an entire episode on the Boston Run Show and kind of give you some details of meetups that I will have. If people express an interest, then they're going to be there. But I will share in the show notes a link to their website so that you can see some of the things that are going on with that. I'm going to be doing a 10K run with a client at the end of April. And this is in Lewiston, which is a beautiful area here in Western New York. It's close to where the Niagara River goes into Lake Ontario, and beautiful hikes up there, lots of nice terrain, and there's going to be a marathon, half marathon, and 10K, and I will be doing the 10K. I'll just incorporate my marathon training in with that, and I'm thinking of doing the Grand Island half marathon, which is usually the beginning of May. It's kind of a nice run to do. It'll be a few weeks before the marathon, so I will use it as a training run. I won't race it like a maniac, but it's just something fun to do that can give you a long run, get that in there, but have kind of the race, the cool stuff that goes along with the race as you're doing that. The other thing I'm going to do again is another Mammoth March, and I've talked about that before on the podcast. And I did one in October, and it was part of marathon training. Well, it was in the middle of marathon training, and I'm going to do it again. I thought it was actually beneficial to my training, and so I'm going to do it in April with one of my daughters-in-law. So you get that time on feet, you get the mental toughness. It takes about twice as long as a marathon for a lot of people, and so it's a different way to be moving your legs. And I did not find that it detracted from my training at all. It's a 20-mile hike, and I was able to go on a 10-mile run 2 days later. So I did the Mammoth March on Saturday, and on Monday, and I went out and ran 10 miles. So I enjoy it. I think it's a really cool thing, and I'm excited to do this one. Is in Virginia, where my son lives and his wife, and so I'll also be visiting him as well. So that's kind of what I'm going to be doing over the next 6 months, and if you are going to be a part of any of that, do let me know so that we can meet up. I love meeting up with people that usually only hear my voice. And the other thing I wanted to cover today is talking about some exciting topics that we're going to be talking about this season. So next week, I'm going to talk about micro sessions for runners. So we're going to explore the concept of micro training sessions, so short targeted workouts, and that you can do if you have a busy day, or, just to be able to get out there, or if you are finding that you're not able to go out and run anymore as we age for, an hour or more. These micro sessions can still keep up your running fitness, get you out there. And we're going to talk about that next week. And then a few weeks after that, we're going to talk about running gait changes as we age. So we're going to look at some of the research on gait change after about age 50 and discuss stride length and cadence shifts and things like that, and how to adapt your training to work with your body's evolution, and also try to stave off some of the things that can happen. We are running and we're not really paying attention to how things are changing. Kind of a weird one that I'm going to cover is dental health and performance. There's some research connecting oral health to athletic performance, and we're going to talk about some of those things that enter into dental health. My dental health is pretty bad. I go to the dentist, but I think there's only been one tooth in my mouth that has not been worked on. But unfortunately, they actually had to shave it halfway down in order to put a bridge in. So I know dental health, and it'll be interesting as I do my research on this, how that can affect performance and what we can do to, help that not be an issue. So there you go. My 2026 running season and how that is shaping up, and also some things that I'm going to be sharing with you over the next few months as far as topics for the podcast. So for any resources that I covered, go ahead and check those show notes, especially for that Boston Run Show. I would love to see you there.
I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you know another runner who could benefit from today's topic, go ahead and share it. Do you have any running questions? You can ask me. Email me at sherry@wrinkledrunner.com, and if I can't answer your question, I will do the research to find the answer and share it with you. The questions I get from listeners like you help me develop episodes, so please don't be shy. You can sign up for my once-a-month newsletter using the link provided so that you can have all the Wrinkled Runner resources from the past month all in one place. I also have opened up my virtual coaching in addition to coaching one-on-one with those in the Buffalo, New York area. So head to my coaching page on the Wrinkled Runner website, which I will, of course, link to, and check out how we may be able to work together. Until next Monday, thanks for listening, and I'll see you on the run.